we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, this is a matchup, folks. Well, they're excited about this one, and for good reason. We got two offenses that are operating.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, and we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll run on first down. Burks takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
On first down, Burks, and not much to speak of there, maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Now back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. And the defense coming through it. Third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
It's all about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
On fourth down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Barry. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal is there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down. And then continue on downfield, try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Barry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
A tight one after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd quarter. Memphis in possession of the football. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series. And because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Red Dragons have taken the lead.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point forthcoming. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Steamers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
On second down, it's Barry. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
On third down, Barry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's about what
what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run on first down. It's Barry, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go!
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go play action here on first down. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Red Dragons are able to stretch out their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. It's a big play there on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on 1st and goal. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick here is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Red Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. And, CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Trevor Lawrence leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Tua Tagovailoa, terrific in the victory as his guys upped their mark to 4-1 now. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And our statistician may need a vacation after this one's said and done. What a first half they had throwing the football. Over 300 yards passing already. Meanwhile, for our home team, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the defense. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There's Evans again, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 11 on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, Burks. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a give right side. It's Barry, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Barry. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Red Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, Here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown! A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Red Dragons extend their lead yet again. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Steamers 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Roberts. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
Hands it off out of the gun.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
complete to number 34.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Memphis, Tennessee. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run on first down. Burks. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
On first down, Burks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays,
3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Tackled at the 25-yard.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Burks. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. They lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Red Dragons are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry.
Number 1. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Roberts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Second and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Barry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
It's 3rd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up to throw. And he'd completed 7 straight passes before that one, as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burks, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 4 down. Check.
On 1st down, Burks. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Complete to Kelly. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, Barkley, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shreds the tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give right side. Burks. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.